Welcome to another edition of the TRC Power Spotlight. I'm really excited for you today because in this Power Spotlight, we have a remarkable 500 watt AC to DC power supply to share with you. This power supply is revolutionizing products in the electronics industry by providing the ability to embed a 500 watt AC DC power supply in a sealed enclosure while still achieving optimal thermal performance. Presenting to you the UHP 500 series, which is manufactured by our partner, Meanwell. Take a good look at this low profile design that is ideal for those narrow fits where cooling fans simply aren't an option. 500 watts of sleek and silent power. Let's discover more about this incredible power supply and the benefits the UHP 500 is going to offer you. The UHP 500 has an input voltage range of 90 to 264 volts AC. Now this series has derating if your input voltage dips below 110. And we're showing you here the input voltage derating curve. This is a single output AC to DC power supply family, and there are 8 different output voltages that you can select from. You can choose from this enormous selection, which begins at 4.2 volts DC output, has all the common voltages that you need for systems, up to 55 volts DC. The UHP 500 is the ultimate quiet and space-saving power solution. This 500 watt Meanwell power supply provides reliable performance at a truly remarkable low profile. Plus, no fan is required. Now, a couple benefits of a fanless 500 watt power supply are, first, there's no audible noise. And second, the system doesn't need to provide airflow or forced air cooling for optimal thermal performance. Here's the tail of the tape. The UHP 500 comes in measuring at 232 millimeters in length, 81 millimeters in width, and only 31 millimeters in height. This is a long, slim design with a nice low profile. The operating temperature range is minus 30 degrees to plus 70 degrees Celsius. This power supply can provide 500 watts if you leverage its base plate cooling capabilities. Now, there are a couple matters here to cover about base plate cooling. First, the proper way to cool this power supply with a base plate. And we're showing you here a drawing that illustrates the proper size of a base plate that will allow you to optimize the UHP 500's thermal performance. Second, here's the derating curve when you properly cool with an aluminum plate. You can see that there's a little bit of derating that begins between 40 to 55 degrees Celsius, and this varies depending on the output voltage. So once you go into these higher operating temperatures, you're not going to get the full output power. Alternatively, you may cool this power supply via the more traditional convection cooling. Here you can see the derating curve for convection cooling. This here is a little more complicated because depending on the combination of input voltage and output voltage, you are going to achieve varying thermal performance. Now, if you have any questions on the thermal performance of this power supply in your circumstances, simply call our office and we'll clarify that for you. The UHP 500 is also semi-potted to allow the base plate cooling. Now, this is great because this also helps make it a little more dust and moisture resistant for those applications where you might have some dust and moisture. Additional features of this power supply include withstand 300 volts AC surge input for 5 seconds, built-in active power factor correction, and also 5G anti-vibration capability, as well as an LED indicator for power on. Each UHP 500 model is available in an optional model as well. This optional model comes with redundant function and DC OKsignal features. The redundant function models allow you to connect 2 units in parallel. Now, this is beneficial for applications that require redundant power. What happens here is if one power supply doesn't work, the other one will be automatically enabled, which prevents the system from crashing and provides additional reliability to the system. In addition, the DC OKsignal can be used to monitor the power supply with redundant applications. This power supply also has your standard protections that not only protect the power supply but your system. They include short circuit protection, overload, overvoltage, and over temperature protection. This UHP 500 family comes with a Meanwell 3-year manufacturer's warranty. In addition, the UHP 500 has full range of international safety certifications for industrial applications. They include UL 62368-1. So this power supply will be applicable for a wide variety of industrial applications. They include factory automation equipment, robotics, 3D printers, and industrial applications that require a 500-watt fanless power supply, and especially one that can be embedded in a sealed enclosure. There you have the UHP 500 series of power supplies. This is already a hot seller at TRC. It's an amazing power supply. Now, if you like the video, please like it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. We'll answer them immediately. And if you'd like to get a sample of the UHP 500, call our office and we'll get you on that sample right away. We'll see you on the next edition of the TRC Power Spotlight.